I thought I was an expert at doing social media for my business, but I was wrong. I was doing surface level work when I needed to be doing deep work. I have a theory. It's called the orange tree theory. Every business has an orange tree story. In this video, I'm going to help you find your orange tree story and start to make content that will resonate with your audience. My name is Shawn Walchef. I own 3 restaurant locations in San Diego, California. We have been in business since 2008. We've built our business on the backs of the iPhone. Our business has done over $35 million in sales over the last 16 years. And we have built a media company that has done over $2 million in brand deals. We are here to tell you about digital storytelling. I thought I was an expert at telling stories on the internet, at doing social media for our barbecue business. I get paid to go on stages to speak at restaurant conference, technology conferences all over the United States and in Canada. We host multiple podcast shows. We produce podcast shows. But what I started to realize was what we call the orange tree theory. I started talking to business owners, restaurant owners about social media marketing, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, video storytelling. And what I started to realize was our foundational belief: be the show, not the commercial. Most content on the internet is a commercial about a restaurant. Buy my barbecue, buy my burger. People don't want to be advertised to, but people want to hear a story, and people want to be entertained, and people want to learn about who the owner is and why the owner is doing the things that they're doing in their local community. I'm going to tell you a story that I call the orange tree story, and I'm going to explain to you how we came to find this orange tree story, but more importantly, how you can find your orange tree story and start making video content on the internet that will resonate with your audience. Our restaurant in Spring Valley, California, my grandfather, Lubin Walchef, comes from Bulgaria. He was a farm boy that built this incredible life, became a medical doctor, immigrated to the United States, got involved in real estate, and then opened up a family restaurant. At the age of 14 years old, I started working in our family restaurant. And my grandfather and my uncle, who was also from Bulgaria, farmers, they planted an orange tree, roses, and some flowers at the front of our restaurant. 1994, they felt like it was important to bring a sense of the farmland, a sense of where they were, to our restaurant. This was a breakfast restaurant that I worked in on the weekends, bussing tables, washing dishes. Actually, you can see a picture. This is not AI. This is a legitimate printed out picture of me washing dishes at the restaurant that I now own. But it was just a little tree that was planted at the front of the restaurant. Fast forward to 2008. 2008, multiple different ownerships. We leased out the restaurant to a couple other business owners who tried to make a business in Spring Valley. 2008, my best friend and I from college, Corey Robinson, we opened up Cali BBQ. At that time, the orange tree was still there in the front of the restaurant with the fountain. I was so fortunate because 2008 was the year that my grandfather passed away, but he was able to see Cali BBQ open up our doors to the community. He was able to see the vision that Corey, myself, Eric, who's now my business partner and general manager, he was able to see what we were trying to build for the community, building a barbecue business, a breakfast business, a sports entertainment business. And that orange tree was there at the front of the restaurant. So we started this sports bar. We started building community. We started building a successful restaurant, started having fight nights, boxing matches, UFC matches. And I remember on one Monday night game, we were a local Chargers bar, San Diego Chargers, against the, at the time, Oakland Raiders, packed restaurant. There were people standing room only in the bars, in the booths, on the front patio, and a fight broke out in the bar. And 2 fans, a Charger fan and a Raider fan, started fighting in the bar. Thankfully, they left the restaurant, but they got just outside to the front of the restaurant. And in the front of the restaurant was my grandfather's fountain and the orange tree. They started fighting. They knocked over the fountain and shattered my grandfather's fountain. I was devastated. My wife, who I married, who is also a Bulgarian, she was devastated, and she made a commitment that we were going to rebuild that fountain next to the orange tree. So, 2012, we rebuilt the fountain, and we had it right in front of the restaurant. Once COVID hit, we had a problem. We had to close down our restaurant. We had to focus on online ordering. We partnered with Toast to get more barbecue outside of Spring Valley to more communities throughout San Diego County. In order to get more barbecue out to more communities, we had to add some smokers to our restaurant. So at the front of the restaurant was also the back patio. The back patio is where we decided to put these smokers. This is where there was a huge threat to our orange tree. If you're learning something from this video, please hit like, please make a comment, please share with a friend, and please subscribe. So the big threat to the orange tree came in the form of me, Eric, my general manager and business partner, Howard, who's our chief operating officer, Gene, Keith, Stephen, my wife. We were all meeting to try to figure out how could we get these Old Hickory smokers in the back of the restaurant so that we could make more barbecue to serve more people in San Diego. How could we bring in our catering truck, our new branded Cali BBQ delivery truck? How was it going to be able to come and get fresh brisket and ribs and chicken and tri-tip so that we could take it to our Navy location and our stadium location at Snapdragon Stadium? Well, the only way that we could do this was to remove the orange tree. We had multiple meetings about how would it be possible to formulate all of this equipment, to build this exterior structure to make sure that we could execute on our bigger vision. Every single person in those meetings said we have to remove the orange tree, and myself included. The one person that said there's no effing way we will remove that orange tree was my wife. My wife from the old country believed deeply in our roots, believed deeply in what my grandfather started and what our family was continuing. And she said, there's no way we're removing that orange tree. And we decided to build around it. So now, when you come to our restaurant, there is an unassuming orange tree that sits at the front of our smokehouse that I would have never thought anyone would care about the story of that orange tree until I started going to restaurant conferences, until I started going on other podcasts and telling this story about a fruit tree that was planted by my grandfather and my uncle. That's something that seems so insignificant, yet is more significant every time I talk about it. You own a business. You chose where to start your business. You chose who to start your business with. You chose what you wanted to decorate your business with. You chose the logo, the colors, the name. You made so many micro decisions. You made so many orange tree decisions. The furniture that you picked, why the building is laid out the way that it is. You have an orange tree story. You have to go and find your orange tree story and start to talk about it more. The more that I talk about this orange tree story, the better that I get at telling this orange tree story. You have the opportunity to start to tell the stories that people want to hear from you as a business owner. I promise you, when people are scrolling on Instagram and on YouTube and on Facebook and on LinkedIn and on whatever social media platform there is, they want to hear from humans. They want to connect to humans. I have friends that are traveling from London to Spring Valley, and the first thing that they want is to do a video at the orange tree. And that's only because I had the courage to talk about it, to talk about the failures, to talk about the successes, to talk about the significance that it means to me, to my family, to my wife, to my son, my daughter. We take photos there. Every single day we go there, things matter in business that we overlook. You have an orange tree story. Find your orange tree story, make a video today, and tag me in your video. I would love to comment. I would love to hear about your orange tree story. We have multiple shows that we host. If you have an orange tree short story, reach out to me at Shawn P. Walchef on Instagram. Make a comment on YouTube. We would love to hear your orange tree story. We also host weekly calls on LinkedIn. You can follow Cali BBQ Media on LinkedIn and join us. You'll be a part of a live podcast. You'll be a part of a live community. We would love for you to join our group. Thank you for watching this video. Go find your orange tree.